Yo, what's going on, wrestling fans around the world? What's going on? It is Thursday night. It means it's time for the TNA. Rest in peace, your boy, all the way live and direct from Dallas, Texas. Your boy, Big Red. Hey, yo, it's cold in the motherfucker here. It is cold. Anyways, before I get started, WCC would always like to remind you to support your local indie scenes no matter how much it costs, 5, 10, 15, even if it's free, especially if it's free, get your ass in the seat somewhere. If they're selling scalp tickets, get your ass there. Anywho, I am joined tonight by a cast of people. I think we have the resident asshole in the house, Mr. Doug Barrett.
Yes, and Samoa Joe, you can go fuck yourself.
Also, we have my little sister, Miss Kara.
Well, hello, Red. Hey, I think me and you are, like, sharing the same weather because it's cold as fuck here.
Yep. Also, I think we have the other asshole in the house, Captain Run.
Oh, yeah, I'm here, but I'm muted. I'm kind of muted right now, so I'll say anybody who says it's cold right now, you're a bunch of pussies. It's like 5 degrees in the Rockies, and it's snowing like shit.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I love the cold weather. I'm a fucking polar bear, so, yeah.
That's an image I don't need in my head, Big Red.
That explains everything.
Anyways, I think we have our super producer here, EL.CIBERNETICO.
What's going on?
Am I still muted tonight?
It's not cold tonight, but I didn't watch TNA, sorry.
Thanks, asshole, for the introduction.
You was getting there.
I was getting there.
Oh,
and
yeah.
For the first time, we have Miss Rebecca. What's going on?
Not much, you?
Same old. Did you watch TNA?
Freezing my fucking ass off.
I bet.
Pants on.
All right. Before we get started, who all watched TNA tonight?
Me.
All right.
I wanted to drink half the time, but hey.
All right. Well, let's jump into it. As we were talking before the pre-show, which the listeners didn't get to hear. As Doug Barry pointed out, this was a night for botches. It was, I don't know what the fuck was going on here, and they were in Scotland tonight, and I don't know what the fuck was up. And I want to know why they kept calling that damn minivan a limo.
I think it's because Mike Tenay and I know it wasn't Taz. It was the white guy who Jeremy Borash. I think they got drunk off of Guinness. I think everyone was drunk tonight.
Right?
Maybe that, or they were tripping on some major stuff.
Well, anyways, let's jump into it. Yeah, the new investor was unveiled tonight, but we'll get to that later. But this black minivan pulls up, and they keep calling it a limo for some damn reason. I'm like, really? A limo? Okay, stop it. They had the investor inside, the American Wolves. Evidently, is his bodyguard, so to speak. I guess you could say. So, anyways, man, this was. I don't like tape shows. They're horrible.
No.
And this was just a horrible show tonight, and I don't know.
Horrible. They claimed Cavaliers New York Knicks game was better. That game was over after the second quarter.
I think the highlight for me tonight was kind of the reunion of the beautiful people, Medicine Rain and Velvet Sky. Always good to see both of them. Mm-hmm.
Shit, I missed that. Damn it.
That was a great one, but I got to be honest. The other highlight for me, besides the knockouts match, to be perfectly honest, I think we've all had sex partners last longer than that match did. But the other thing was Rockstar Spud proving the only reason he's in there is because he's TNA's version of Santino Morelli.
Pretty much he is, and I don't know. They made a joke out of this guy. I mean, the dude was actually pretty good, and they just turned him into a fucking joke. And I don't understand that. I mean, and the same thing with Santino Morelli in the E. The guy is good, but they make a fucking joke out of him. What the fuck? Why would I don't understand that.
Well, I can tell you why, because Magnus is the British heel, so they're like, well, we have a British heel that's good, so we need a British goofball. Hey, Rockstar Spud, come here. I want to pay you $10,000 in American money to act like a clown. Okay.
That's not very nice.
You expected me to be nice? Go fuck yourself.
No, I'm not expecting you to be nice, but you should be nice to me. I'm Rockstar Spud.
Yeah, Rockstar Spud, I think I've took bigger shits that are bigger than you.
Anyway, start the show. We had Madness out there, boasting about how he, basically retired Sting or whatever. That he says he single-handedly took out AJ Styles and Sting, but EC3 was like, "What? You single-handedly took out AJ Styles and Sting? Like you had the fucking whole heel roster come out there and basically hand you them on a silver platter? Come on, really?" So, in return, Samoa Joe and Kurt comes out and was like, hold on a sec. Oh, shit. I forgot my notes. Anyways, it basically, like, telling Magnus that he's a fucking paper champion or blah, blah, whatever. And they challenged him to a match that if one of them challenges him and EC3 to a tag team match, that if one of them gets the pin on Samoa Joe or Kurt Angle, they have to leave the company. But if whoever pins them, what if it's Samoa Joe or Kurt Angle, they automatically become the number one contender for the World TNA World Heavyweight Championship. So, then all that's made, then here comes fucking, after the brawl, after they get through being the brawl or whatever, Dixie comes out and was like, no, it's not going to happen. I was like, wow, why do we get her on fucking TV every week? Why? Why do we have to sit through her every fucking week?
Because she's an attention whore?
I mean, she's a cum-guzzling gutter slut?
Will somebody please give this bitch's pay to get her some fucking acting classes? Seriously.
I can tell you why she's on TV. Because all those 70-year-old men are like, oh, look at that hot 60-year-old woman. Yes, I'm drunk if you haven't figured out by now, children.
About damn time.
Anyways, the match is set. Then, then we have the knockout tag match, which we already talked about that, which Doug said that we had 6 partners that lasted longer than that. That was a short-ass match. But it was good, though. And after the match is over, Chris Sabin comes out and was like, you need to apologize to me right now. Then we can go to the back. You give me a side, blah, 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 blah. And apologize. I was like, dude, what the fuck she apologizing you for? So, in return, she tells Chris Sabin that they're over, and she walks to the back.
Now, I got a question, and this must be teenage not thinking, because most of us know they're still dating in real life, so I don't know how this storyline's supposed to be when they live together in reality. Yeah. No one's buying this fucking shit.
Right.
Even Ray Charles, even Little Richard is like, damn, you're dumb.
Ooh.
Well, I'm sure, if there are younger people watching it, and they probably full-heartedly believe that it was all storyline. But
I don't think young people would buy
I would call it complete bullshit. I mean, come on now. We're not stupid.
I can do it, too.
I don't care. I'll still do Velvet Sky in a heartbeat.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'd be on the side doing it.
Let's be honest, Velvet Sky Just don't say anything and just look pretty, because that's all you need to do from now on, because she's stuck on the mic.
Come on, this girl even looks good without makeup on.
Ooh. Well, normally I would disagree that every woman looks good without makeup, but in this case, you might be right.
Vicky Guerrero does not. Dixie Carter does not.
Dixie Carter doesn't look good with makeup, so what the fuck is the difference?
Wait, what?
Ooh. Yeah, I'm sorry. I had 6 beers and a shot of tequila. Dixie Carter didn't look good at all tonight.
Just a shot of tequila?
Well, I'm drinking Jack Daniels now, so let me watch it.
That's me in Ohio, doesn't it?
Okay.
Oh, sorry, Virginia.
Oh, shut up.
Okay. Then we move on. We get a segment with EY and ODB backstage talking, and as she's asking what she sure was a good idea for him to tag up with the Monster Abyss. Looks like finally he's back as Abyss, and I'm hoping they're fading Joseph Parks out because that shit has gotten stale now. So yeah, I hope they're starting to fade that character out because I just like, man, this shit is just whack.
Wait a minute, that was Eric Young. I thought that was somebody from Duck Dynasty.
I'm not joking. I think it got stale months and months and months ago.
So you're probably going to call for me about 1:30.
Right.
I think so. Non's talking to McDonald's.
So we find out EY and Abyss has a tag team champion match for the tag titles. Anyways, you know, during the match, before the match, this has to be one of the gayest ass intros ever. When Zima Ion came out there, was like,
whoa! Before you can even get to that, let's remember what they showed before Bromance came out there. They showed the fucking X Division and had it being like trying to tell everyone it's for the X Division championship.
Right? Yes, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, hold on. Why they show the X Division champion for a tag team champion match? I'm like, okay.
She's losing.
Yeah, it was like whoever's running that back there needs to be fired tonight.
He's
on some shit.
Wait a minute. That shit was more gayer than Orlando Jordan?
Ooh.
Dude, let me tell you what he said. Zima Ion came out there getting the intro. And then he was like, and I don't know what the fuck he had on. Like he had on some fucking leather chaps or something. What the fuck? I'm like,
Zima Ion looks like some ugly hipster. No offense. I can't stand Zima Ion.
And then they had Pink on the side. I'm like, yeah, that made it even look more suspect. He comes out there. He said, "These guys, he's talking about they got the physiques that'll make you all you Scotland women pregnant just by looking at them." And then he talking about then they got the kind of physique that make all you Scotland men question your sexuality. Then I was like, yeah, I'm starting to question your sexuality, Zima.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
No offense. Those guys are ugly as hell.
Yeah, the only thing I can say about his promo was I had to go on the internet and look up the Jersey Shore to English dictionary to figure out what the fuck he was talking about.
I'm trying to figure out how in the fuck did Robbie E get Brooke Textmarker? This is what I want to know.
That's a great fucking question. Money.
We'll get back to you on that.
You got to realize it's...
Dude, he must be tossing her salad. I'm sorry to say, but yeah.
Ooh.
That's nice.
Wait a minute. If you could book Chestnut, that means I actually have a shot with her.
Right? Yeah. Well, it's true. He got to be doing something, because just look at him like, oh, God, really? Anyways, also
By the way, he got the pie.
Ooh.
Right? Anyways, the match ended in a no contest when fucking Abyss just snapped and just started fucking up everybody. And I'm like, wow. I say yes. That's like yes. The Monster Abyss finally, he's fucking back. I was like, yeah, they're gonna need to keep him in there. If they want ratings, yeah, they're gonna have. He's one of the ones that's gonna have to come back.
Yeah, you know that match was so. You know what's sad about that match? I think WCC Ballers had better endings than that match. Ooh,
right.
Even with the Michael Willis match.
Ooh. The only thing missing from the Abyss match was somebody saying clothesline. That was clothesline.
But after all is said is done, next Eric Young challenges Abyss to a Monster Balls match next week. And I'm like, ooh, Monster Ball match. This might that match. I'm actually looking forward to that match. Well,
could you honestly look at Eric Young and see that he has a chance? I mean, at his current
but you can never ever count on Eric Young, even though he's goofy as hell. The dude is fucking excellent in the ring.
Yeah, and let's remember, he's married to ODB. He's got to already be freaking crazy as it is.
Ooh. Hey, now. Hey,
I like ODB,
ODB,
I bet you do.
ODB can get the business. Them big old titties.
Yeah.
That's why Kara likes her.
Wait a minute. Kara
She's got a nice ass,
ODB?
too, but, hey, it happens.
Wait a minute. You need to hear that again. Kara,
Let the truth set you free, Kara. Let the truth set you free.
Oh, God. You just lost
and hers, too.
Right.
Ooh. Then, we get another segment. James Storm, he comes out there, gives his speech, calls out Gunner. And, he was basically apologizing to Gunner for not having his back and all the things that he said to Gunner about being jealous, and so he should have been looking in the mirror and saying to himself because, he was being jealous, and he said basically like, he would have did the same thing that Gunner did to him. He would have did the same shit to Gunner, and he knows he would have done that. And he apologized to Gunner and said, from this point on, he's gonna support him and have his back. But then you get fucking Bad Influence comes out, and I don't know what the fuck, but this fucking Kazarian called him a monkey fart.
Monkey fart. They are taking lines from WCC Brawl.
Maybe it was some botched line or something. I don't know. That was ridiculous.
No,
I just started laughing because the crowd started chanting monkey fart. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's the only other highlight from TNA tonight was monkey fart.
Monkey fart.
I'm just like, wow. So basically they come out there and told Gunner, like, do you believe this load of crap? And was saying that, that James Storm was lying, that, basically he will turn his back on him eventually or whatever. Anyways, then they challenged him to a match that, a tag team match, putting the case on the line again, that if they win, then one of them gets the case or whatever. Anyways, needless to say, James Storm and Gunner whipped their asses and won the match, and he got to keep his briefcase.
Yeah.
Was I the only one that was disappointed that there wasn't some kind of turn? I wanted James Storm to do something.
No, Kara. There's going to be a turn. This is how obvious it's going to be. Right when Gunner cashes in, and right when he's about to win, James Storm's going to fuck him over.
Yeah, he's probably going to receive a last call super kick.
Well, good. But I don't think they need necessarily more heels when, most of the company is heels. But James Storm, he's an excellent heel.
Yes, he is. I like him better as a heel.
Yeah.
He's an annoying face.
Anyways, we get another backstage with Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe hunting down Bobby Roode. He went in there and was basically threatening Rude and told him if he gets involved in the match tonight, they were going to fuck him up.
You know, to be honest, the only thing missing from that segment was Kurt Angle, Samoa Joe saying, "Where's my money? Where's my money?"
Right? Main Event Mafia? Yeah. But yeah, they went in there and basically just fucked him up, and Joe grabbed him by the windpipe and told him that you feel that it's a windpipe crushing. Tell him if he gets involved,
Jay, go back to bed.
that he's gonna kill him. Yeah, go back to bed. Anyway.
Sorry, my bad.
It's okay.
It was a PG-14 show. No children allowed.
Anyways, oh my god, you threw me off with that. Anyways, we get Rockstar Spud. He's like, he thinks he's big and bad and shit. Oh, he told me I'm a lion. I'm a tiger. I'm like, so what? You a liger?
No, he is a lion. The cowardly lion.
Pretty much. And he said he was going to get answers from the wolves, and then he proceeds to go out to the ring and calls him out like a dumbass. Why he would do that, I have no idea.
Simple. He was shrinking before he went out there. He's like, well, if I got to face the wolves, I need some of this Scottish courage. So give me that bottle of whiskey. Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah, and then when Spud slapped him, I'm like, oh shit, it's on. It's finna be on and popping.
Yeah.
This is not finna end well for you, buddy.
No.
I like that tag team move they put on him, though. I was like, oh, that's nice.
That was a good move. But I gotta be honest, when they came out in the way they were dressed, I was like, okay, it's sad. The American Wolves have only been in TNA for 3 weeks, and yet they dress better than every motherfucking person in TNA.
Right? I like them suits they had on. I was like, oh, nice. They look sharp. But hey, you supposed to be rolling with their new investor. You gotta look short.
Yeah. But he was Gilbert, so I hope that's true.
Right. And let's see. What else? I mean,
I think after that it was the main event. So
no. We forgetting about Bully Ray. The confrontation between Bully Ray and Mr. Anderson.
Oh,
yeah, where he challenges him to a casket match.
No.
Bully Ray challenges to a casket match.
That wasn't Bully Ray. That was the Redneck Undertaker.
I'm like, really? I'm like, wow, okay, a casket match? Okay. But
the only thing missing from that segment was Kid Rock coming up saying, yeah, it's time to go redneck. We're going to have a redneck casket match. Woo-hoo, we're going to turn that casket into a trailer.
And then, like I said, he comes, he's out there talking shit. He challenges to a casket match. Anderson out there face to face. And then, Bully Ray is just saying, like, one of the most fucked up things is telling him when he was done with him, he was going to power drive his wife. And I'm like, wow, they could be taken. I
gotta be honest.
They could be taken a couple of ways.
When I heard that, I'm sitting there just like, oh dear, was Bully Ray keeping a straight face? I'm like, and I'm so glad they didn't turn to Mr. Anderson, because I think if they did, I think Anderson would have been laughing, because I'm like, there's no way anybody can keep a straight face when you're looking at a man who weighs 300 pounds who's talking about power driving your wife.
Right? I was like, wait a minute, hold on. This could be meant 2 different ways. Which way you go power driver?
So, I actually would have broken character and just started laughing because he...
That's when I lost it. I was like, okay, it's just not taking it so seriously now. Goodbye.
So after that, they went to a little brawl or whatever. Then, anyways, one thing I forgot to mention, after kicking Rockstar Spud's ass, American Woods told them that if anybody got involved in the match, they would be fired on the spot. And I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, they stole that from WCC again.
That's what I was thinking about when it was announced. I'm like, hey, we just did that, Saturday. Wow.
I think we got a new tagline for TNA. TNA Wrestling. We steal ideas from fantasy leagues.
Right.
Because they have nothing better to do because their creative team
But you know what, though? Hey, they're not the only ones who do it. The other company up north does it, so, hey, why not? Both companies need to be cutting us a motherfucking check.
Well, no, we don't want to check from TNA because it may bounce.
Right.
I think we'd be better off just getting a pizza party from them and checking the cheese.
Hey, Dixie Carter's father can afford it. He just don't want to pay.
Exactly.
Anyways, let's just go ahead and go to the main event time. I guess you could say, half of the main event of Mafia, Kurt Angle, Samoa Joe versus Madness and EC3.
Yeah, just call what it is. You got Magnus, who no one cares about. You got Ethan Carter III, who the only reason nobody knows who he is NXT. Samoa Joe, who's big and fat, and Kurt Angle, who is apparently the fucking Terminator.
Yeah. When they showed that little package on Samoa Joe, I already knew that he was going to be the one to either make Madness tap out or pin him. I was like, yeah, Joe's about to be number one contender. I was like, yeah, okay, I see where this is going.
Wait, so the one who did the pin would get the contendership?
Yeah, whoever got the
got
pin or made Madness or EC3 tap is the number one contender.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I guess you people can tell Samoa Joe put the clutch on Madness and made him tap. And after all was said and done, they got on the mic and Joe was like, hey, you can't blame EC3 for this one because you're the one who tapped in the middle of this ring.
Awesome.
Then Kurt Angle gets on the mic and was like, now he can take his rightful place in the TNA Hall of Fame. Womp womp, who cares?
That's necessarily relevant. It's not funny.
Anyways, and then he said you might want to invite the new investor because he's not going to want to miss this. Then Dixie gets on the mic yet again. It was like, I want to know who this new investor is. You show yourself right now. And then...
Can someone do a mute box on her? Please?
Right.
Please, let her do it. Do it.
And then the lights go dim, and then...
Damn. How'd you get Kara's voice on record?
Excuse me? I didn't laugh.
That sounds like your laugh, Chica.
Nope,
No,
it wasn't my laugh.
That sounded like Nina Williams
No,
from Tekken.
My laughs don't sound like that, thank you very fucking much.
No,
You're wrong, Red.
No, what did you just say, Carol?
I don't know what I just said.
Really?
That wasn't my
I
laugh.
don't remember what I just said, so... bleh.
And then, like I said, then let's go down. Then we hear the music. I'm balling, straight up balling, and it's MVP, the fucking new investor.
Ballin'!
My question is, why would someone leave Japan where, you actually have a chance to come
Because he realized that the
ship that is sinking?
Because the women in Japan are scared of a long dick.
Ooh. I'm with you, Carol, on that one. I mean, I don't know why you would give up the money that's in Japan. And to be honest, I think he got more respected by the fans in Japan than here in the States.
Doug, let's be honest. It's probably because of the fact that he was expecting a phone call from another American wrestling company, and when he didn't get it,
Probably, but still. this is going to burn in his face, I think, the same way he did for Tensai, Scott Norton, and Stan the Lariat Hansen. So you got
who the fuck is Scott Norton?
I don't know. I guess
Scott Norton was actually big in Japan. He was actually the heavyweight champion.
Yeah, he was.
All American wrestlers are big in Japan, but there's just something about Japan that, it's like it's a great place to visit, great place to go and do shows, but apparently it's not exactly up there as far as, livable. Great tourism, bad habitat.
Stan Lariat Hansen would disagree because I think after 2 times he wrestled in the States, he really never left Japan. I mean,
I'm just saying, something has to happen to make him want to come back. Make him want to be like, yeah, I'll do it, sir.
I mean, I think MVP's giving up a lot of money. I don't think it was the most intelligent move. I mean, unless he moved back to be close to his family, which, hey, fine. All good for you, and you're doing that. I'm okay, but I think he's going to realize, giving up all that money he was making in Japan, to come back to TNA or come back to the States, I think it's really going to bite him in the ass. He's going to regret that decision, I think, later on.
And
I guess.
I think he'll eventually be going back. I mean, I don't think he'll last long in TNA because he'll be behind the bullshit.
Well, what I read about the MVP, he said he came back to the States because he wanted to be close to his family.
Okay, well, there's nothing wrong with that.
So that's why he came back to the States. That's why he left Japan.
Well, nothing wrong with that, then. I can respect that.
Shit, I would have rather seen him in ROH, though, than TNA. Just saying.
I guess he wanted to get it, I guess he wanted to go somewhere where they were on national TV. That's all I could think of, really.
That's the other reason for this. They still got that. They're still on Spike TV for now. Let's see how long that lasts. But
yeah,
to be honest, I want let's get back to. I want to get to Samoa Joe for a minute. Number 1 contender.
Yeah. What do y'all think about that? I'll let you go first, though. What you think about it? Go ahead.
Oh, we know how I think about this. We know me and my history with Samoa Joe. Yeah, I don't like the decision, to be honest. I probably have Samoa Joe as my number 1 most hated person in TNA. Unfortunately, Davey Richards took that spot. So congratulations, Samoa Joe. You got the silver medal. I don't like the decision. I would have preferred Kurt Angle because I think that would have been a better match. And didn't we not see a few years ago this Magnus and Samoa Joe for the television title? And, oh, yeah, all those matches stunk and made you fall asleep. I don't think this match will be any different. This match will be more boring than the Royal Rumble match was.
Ooh. Tell us how you really feel.
Don't
fuck yourself. I hope you get food poisoning and Kurt Angle takes your spot. Moving on.
Ooh.
I don't want to sound like a major bitch or anything, but I didn't care. I didn't give any shit who won this match. I mean, kudos to... Shut up. Kudos to Samoa Joe. I mean, I'm not going to complain. I mean, I actually like Samoa Joe, so you can kiss my ass, Mr. Deb Barrett.
Please.
But honestly, I'm kind of glad that Kurt Angle didn't get it, but, shit happens.
What about you, Captain Ron? What you think about Samoa Joe being the number 1 contender?
I like it. I mean, when you think about it, if Kurt Angle is dead-ass serious about leaving and going back to WWE, this is just perfect because it wouldn't make much sense for him to win that title and then turn around and say, I'm going to take this out of WWE unless they want to do that story all over again. Look how well that works with AJ Styles. And Samoa Joe getting it, I don't know I can't remember the last time Samoa Joe actually got a legitimate one-on-one title shot. When you look at it, this actually works well because Samoa Joe does have intentions of staying with TNA until it's over. And then maybe he'll move on down the road. But when it comes down to it, TNA at least is smart in one thing. At least they're trying their hardest to try to get some of this young talent up. I mean, Kurt Angle has been that guy who's been under the microscope in TNA since coming there because of creativity reasons, obviously. And this basically paves the way for Kurt Angle basically to take his spot in their womp, womp, womp Hall of Fame. And then sit here and say, it's been a great ride here, but unfortunately, I can't stand this fucking cum-guzzling twat waffle. I'm out.
What about you, Joe? What you think about Joe being the number one contender? That just sounds so crazy.
Right?
Joe's gonna kill you.
You know what, Doug Barrett? I gotta disagree with what you said, man. I mean, that you gotta remember that was the television championship they were going up against in that little feud that they had back in the wall. Right?
And it was fun.
Right? Okay. So now it's a World Heavyweight Championship. It's a little different now. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm putting a little faith in these guys. They're gonna make this shit crack.
No.
Somebody's got to have faith because it ain't me, but it might have. Now, of course, and Kara, I know you're mad at me. Let's remember, I have a personal history with Samoa Joe. You're not going to see me cheer for him. You would actually see me cheer for the Ultimate Warrior before you see me cheer for Samoa Joe. Okay?
You know, Ultimate Warrior will kick your ass.
For the record, just because I call you an asshole doesn't mean I'm ever mad at you.
Ooh.
I know, Kara. You just
Okay.
Hey, Doug, let me ask you a question here. Why are you mad at Davey Richards, though?
What's wrong with Stevie Richards?
Really? You're going to ask that question now? Really?
Yeah, I skipped that show.
Yeah, he skipped that show and I ranted about him. Okay, this is a guy who has been known to no-show events. I'm sure TNA put it in his contract. You cannot skip a show. Right. This is also a guy who's got a Napoleon complex.
Really, man?
I did not like him. And I can tell you from meeting him on several occasions, this guy is a dick. He's one of these guys who doesn't
calling the kettle black?
Yeah, assuming. This is a guy who believes he does not need to sign autographs or take pictures with the fans unless he's getting something out of it. Okay, and this is a guy who's been known, again, to not treat the fans with respect. And at the end of the day...
Maybe it's just you.
Seriously, every time we talk about, like, any wrestler that's, like, put in the Hall of Fame or TNA or WWE or WCC or anybody, you always have to bitch and moan. You are never happy. Or you're like, oh, I can take him. I can make that bitch tap.
She's got you pegged, Doug, and she's actually right on this one. In fact, I'm going to give you a countermeasure there, Douglas. Stevie Richards actually did a show in Denver a few years back along with Christopher Daniels and Sandman, nice little house show down at Red and Jerry's in Sheridan, Colorado. And it wasn't for any major promotion. It was an indie show. It was one of the best shows I've ever been to. And after the show was over, I actually sat here and me and Sandman were sitting there cracking jokes and taking shots because his ass sat here and stole my beer during his match and started chugging it. But that's besides the point.
Maybe you called him on a good night. But almost every other time I've heard it, from my personal experiences with him and a few other ones who've known who he is, he's usually never that nice. You must have caught him on a good day.
Maybe that's because you're in the state of vagina.
Ooh.
No,
vagina.
I don't like Davey as much either. I mean, I don't hate him. I mean, I admit that he's good. But my problem is, and I'm sure Doug feels the same way, is, you know, he was supposed to go to WWE, and then he pulled, like, his last stunt and decided to, you know, I'm going to skip my last match on ROH. And, you know, basically doing that just kind of screwed not himself over, but also his partner, since they come around as a tag team. And because of doing that, WWE didn't want him in there. Just saying.
And in regards to this TNA contract, let's just be realistic. This contract probably does not have that whole show up or get fired thing in it, because we already seen how they've treated certain individuals. I mean, for the fact that they literally sat here and re-signed Bobby Roode at the very last minute before a major pay-per-view, and they yet to sit here and come to a good negotiation with AJ Styles, who literally made that company exactly watchable. Let's just be as realistic as possible. This contract with Stevie Richards, it's probably loaded with tons of "we're going to kiss your ass" kind of clauses.
Probably. Now, Lady X, before I continue, you must have missed Tuesday's show or missed my posting on Monday when I said I was happy for Jake the Snake Roberts. I actually applauded that. And I actually enjoyed Monday Night Raw this week, giving it a 4 out of 5. 'Cause I didn't miss no shows. I was there. Well, then you must have missed me saying it because I was happy Jake the Snake got in there.
I actually commented on that.
But here's the problem, though, Doug. The thing is that you seem to have this knack for certain individuals. I mean, we all pretty much know that this is probably going to be the year that obviously Macho Man is finally going to take his rightful spot in the WWE Hall of Fame. But if you look at what's happening, this is almost perfect the way they've set up the Hall of Fame for this year, because obviously there's storied history with Ultimate Warrior and Snake, storied history with Macho Man and Jake the Snake, and if Elizabeth gets in by the graces of God, I hope so, as well as Owen Hart. When it comes down to it, this could turn out to be the best class they've actually inducted, and that's to bringing in Stone Cold Steve Austin for the 25th anniversary in his own backyard.
Now, hey, if Savage goes in, I'd applaud that. I loved Savage as a kid. So love him to this day. Same with Miss Elizabeth. Wish she never died. I blame that on Lex Luger to a certain extent.
But this is where I defend you, though.
I love to see Owen Hart.
Go ahead.
I love Owen Hart. I've made no bones about it. I'm waiting for that to happen. But to be perfectly honest, I think we have a better shot at seeing the Cleveland Cavaliers win the NBA title before Owen Hart goes into the Hall of Fame.
As far as I know, the Owen Hart thing is pretty much on. He just haven't decided on which year he's going to go in. I mean, that shit between him and between WWE and his widow, that's done. So pretty much it's just a matter of time. And I'm actually going to defend you on one notion, and this is in regards to your quote-unquote WrestleMania match with the Warrior. I'm pretty much going to say that I partially agree with you after sitting here, listening to a couple of the superstars behind the scenes and listening to a lot of interviews or checking out some old WWE Confidential shows. Warrior was indeed a dick. He was a hard person to work with in WWE. He was a hard person to work with in WCW. He was a hard person to work with over in another promotion in another country. People literally don't have much nice things to say about the guy, but he obviously must have done something right to not only get placed in a WWE video game many moons later, but on top of that, to have them actually bring him in to do an actual commercial promoting the unlocking of the Warriors, and make him first and make Jake the Snake Roberts last. Sure, most people would consider that disrespectful, but some people would sit here and think you want to sit here and put the best ones on this game, especially if this is especially with this being the last game THQ had any kind of hands on. But for Ultimate Warrior, for them to actually sit there and do that, to deliver that to Ultimate Warrior, especially considering who is in charge of WWE right now, that's a big step. Because his biggest naysayer in regards to this is Triple H.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I think Triple H is the one getting this all together, which, hey, if he was able to mend fences to get Warrior in, hey, fine. I know people like him. He's just not my guy. And I know that, the old saying, everyone has their own opinion of who they like, who they don't like. And thinking about it
that's
now,
not a bad thing.
Am I still upset Warrior's going in? Yeah, because I don't think he did do something for the business. We all have a disagreement on what it is. I have no beef if other people are happy about it. But I just feel like since I've been out so against it, I feel like all the hate has been put on me for being the only guy, apparently, not only in WCC, but in every other group, and on YouTube being the only guy who doesn't like it. I feel like I'm not the only ugly ducking this one.
All right. Who just came in?
Yo, what's up? This guy.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Jacob Marshall.
No,
oh, my God.
The host of the number one show on WCC Network says, what's up, bro?
You're welcome, Gator.
What's good?
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Why.
We're just at the end of the recipe. All right, one more thing before we wrap it up. I want to get everybody's opinion. What you think on MVP being the new storyline investor?
Oh, wow.
I'm going to let you go first on this one, Gator, since you just came in.
Wow.
MVP is now the new investor at TNA, storyline-wise.
Wow.
He fell asleep.
Yeah.
He ain't fresh.
I ain't supposed to tell nobody that.
Ooh.
I guess we'll have to see what he come up with. Might be a good thing, because from what I'm hearing, Red. TNA storyline sucks so far, huh?
Pretty much, yeah.
Good job, Gator.
Huh? Go ahead, Red.
No, I was gonna say, is that all? Is that your only opinion? Is it?
Yeah, that's my opinion. I feel like they should have brought somebody else in. Why didn't they bring WCC? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, not to sound racist or anything, but it's glad they brought another black man in. Really?
There you go. I ain't saying Red, dude.
It's like, I'm serious, dude. It's like they took all the black men off of TNA wrestling. Really, I mean, where you Rampage Jackson nowhere to be found. They got rid of the number one dude that they had, black dude they had, which was my boy, the Pope.
Jay Lethal.
Well, maybe him moving into this position, he can pull some more from the undersea into TNA. Maybe that's what's going on.
So you're saying black men attract other black men?
I think it'll do some good to put a black mofo up in the business.
What I'm saying is, it's good to have color in the mix because we make everything come together.
Exactly. Explains my son.
Red. You know better.
When you say explain your son,
black and whites. I mean, otherwise you're just being racist.
Well, now I know.
That's true.
Now I know how I feel in WCC. The only Hispanic.
Hey, you're not the only
we're still on air?
Mexican in WCC.
Wait, we're still on air? Oh.
Yeah, we are.
Wait, what?
So you can find him on Facebook. I'm sorry.
Wait for it.
All right, Captain Red, how do you feel about this storyline?
No comment.
They're speechless.
Ron,
Somebody speechless? That's a first.
Wow.
I think she's over there fascinating over big boobs.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. Where you at?
What about you, Kara?
Well, I have mixed feelings about it because, well, I don't know. I feel like it's been brought up, they are really shitty with storylines. I mean, yeah, I think it's cool that they're bringing MVP in, but I'm just like, I don't know what to expect from the storyline. I guess all you can say is we'll have to see what happens along the storyline. Personally, I'd rather prefer him stay in Japan where he could utilize his talents. But hey, beyond me.
Doug, you feel the same way?
Well, I feel the same way to a certain degree. I actually like that MVP is back. You know, like Kara said, I wish he would have stayed in Japan. I think for the short term, it's going to work because it's going to get fans to watch who love MVP, who can't watch his matches in Japan. It's going to bring the international fans in. But the question is going to be this: will it work for the long term? And, of course, the loyal fans are going to ask this. You had money to sign MVP, but you couldn't make an agreement with AJ Styles or Jeff Hardy?
Right.
Ooh. Exactly.
And this is why he's the co-host.
That's a good question.
What about you, Joe?
Yes, sir.
How you feel about MVP being the storyline investor in this?
I'm just going to sit back, cross my fingers, hope this works, dude. I'm going to give him one more shot, dude. This is the first episode I've watched in over 6 months.
Oh.
And what made you watch tonight?
The fact that they're in England.
Oh.
No.
There he go being racist again. I mean, what?
Gator, I'll see you after the show.
First of all,
Oh, my. Adam Cole's getting physical now.
they won Scotland. Second, the only reason you watched is because you know you didn't want to watch the L.A. Clippers take on the Golden State Warriors because it was in Oakland.
Really? Doug, you had to correct him like that? For real?
Really, Doug?
Wow.
Well, my name's the asshole for the reason.
That's cold-blooded, asshole.
Don't worry.
Ooh, somebody get the phone.
Well, as for me, I'm glad to see MVP back on TV because I haven't seen him since he left the E. Because I can't watch Japan shit, and you know I can only see it on YouTube right now. My YouTube is not working on my phone, so anyways. But you know, I'm hoping this works, and I'm hoping they bring their better storylines, and with the signing of the Wolves and him coming back, and I hope they shipping some of these older people out, get some of these new fresh talent in. One thing I wish they wouldn't have stopped though was what they were doing with the competing for the guys to compete for a TNA contract.
Gut check.
Yeah, gut check. I was trying to remember the name. I wish they wouldn't have stopped gut check because that was a good idea to have some of these other guys come in from the indies and get a chance to show, see on TV, show their shit off on national TV and shit.
I mean, not to disagree with you, Red, but do you really want the E to be looking at those tapes? They're like saying, "Oh, look at that guy. Let's steal him away."
Oh, look at those tits. Let's get those away.
Hey.
I mean, that is the only downside of it.
Ron, not to steal your joke, but dude, if that was me working in WWE, trust me, Taylor Hayes would be working with me already.
Yeah.
Wait, is that her name Taylor Blaze or
Taylor Hendricks?
Taylor Wilde.
No, Taylor Hendricks. My bad.
Oh, that one, Taylor Hendricks. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he's talking about the redhead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, hell, they couldn't have stolen her because she's not with TNA anymore.
Okay. We forgot something about today.
All right. I'll do my 2 cents worth on this one.
Hold on. What did we forget?
Remember that we missed the Christy Hemme video with her and the stalker. Remember that, the black and white stalker video, whatever?
What about Lady X? She's in the room, fellas.
Wait, Carol, why did you say that with a smile?
You know what? My apologies, Rebecca. What do you think about this MVP storyline?
This should be good.
Honestly, in my opinion, I honestly am truly hoping that this is a good thing because TNA was going downhill ever since that dumbass broad Dixie Carter thinks that her shit don't stink, just like Vicky Guerrero.
Ooh.
Now, I gotta defend
myself. No, Vicky is actually pretty sweet in person. Yeah, Dixie probably not.
Actually, the difference between Dixie and Vicky has mic work, and Dixie doesn't.
Wait, did Kara say Vicky is sweet in real life?
Yes, she
I'm not saying anything.
She's sweet.
Well, Joe would know. Joe met her in real life.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
I met her in real life, too.
Yes,
I met her in real life.
She's a sweetheart.
But,
with the lights off.
Yeah, she cool people. I mean, but unlike everybody else.
Ooh.
I'm not a fan.
Now,
I'm not a fan.
You have to remember, she is Eddie's widow, so, I mean, she did something right.
But I'm just saying there's nothing wrong with pulling a black man back into this business. Because
not only putting the black man in, but he's the black man in charge. That's what I like.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying I'm hoping that he brings back liveliness back into the TNA business and open up business into this business.
Now,
does that make sense?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Something like that.
But if anybody out there listening doesn't know the history of TNA, don't forget he has been there before.
Correct.
I did not know that. Thank you.
Yes, he was.
Yeah,
he started there before he got called up to WWE.
Back in 2005 to 2006, he made sporadic appearances throughout TNA before he started WWE.
All right, my turn. I'm taking this one. Okay. For starters, in regards to MVP, I've seen this movie, The Black Dude Always Dies First. That being said,
Don't come run into me if he dies. Just saying.
Anyhow, when it comes down to it with MVP, I think it's a good move, even though there are some among us, mainly on the East Coast, packed with snow, that don't like this move, don't like the idea of him basically leaving Japan. Obviously, Japan won that kick-in that to make him stay there. But as far as TNA goes, this may add a little bit of spice to it because maybe, just maybe, MVP might be the guy that may just shake this shit up a little bit. And it's about time that they finally got a black sheriff in Rock Ridge.
Now, I would like to clarify something because we're all forgetting they do have one black dude, Kenny King, so.
He don't count.
Yeah, but.
Wouldn't they kill him?
Yeah, but he calls himself the pretty pit bull. I mean, really?
Kenny King is basically EL.CIBERNETICO in a pair of shorts.
Oh.
Wait a minute, like I said. Who?
Oh. Yeah, that's like that dude hasn't been seen. That dude hasn't been seen in like 2 or 3 months now.
Again,
that dude has more of a chance of getting. That dude has much of a chance of getting a push as, let's just say, Vince McMahon does, of basically knocking up Trish Stratus in the future. Wow. In fact, I'll do you one even better. He has more of a chance of basically being a big name in TNA now as, well, Doug Barrett has of banging a supermodel.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Dylan getting laid.
Oh, I'm sorry. He has as much of a chance of basically being a main event player as Brandon Doolan has of basically getting laid in 2014.
Wow, there you go.
Wow. Yeah, that's
okay.
And we have a winner.
I'm just saying.
Oh,
there's your match,
Doug. There's your match, Doug.
That's what y'all get for turning me into a house.
Wait a minute. Me and Captain Rob, that wouldn't be a match because we'd be too busy at the bar trying to drink the bar out. We'd be too drunk for a match.
That's true. He wouldn't show up for his match. That's true. Well, I'm sorry, Rob.
We're going to beat up on Houston Randy Orton.
I'm interested to see where they go from here next week's show and see what all happens, but I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. You'll listen to the TNA Recipe going down every Thursday night, 30 minutes right after the Impact. The number to call is 760-569-7676. Access code 200-446-POUND. Again, the number is 760-569-7676. Access code 200-446-POUND. Don't forget to hit that pound to get in. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Anyways. You can also follow us on Facebook, our like page, TNA Recipe like page. Also, follow our group at Facebook/group/Wrestling Commentary Central or /WCC Brawl, where let's let the World Heavyweight Champion tell you about WCC Brawl.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brock contains to you. Oh, wait, you want me to do that instead? No. Anyways, WCC Brawl is a little thing where we do a little fantasy role play. No, not that kind of cochino shit. You know what I'm talking about. Hey, if you want to know more information about it, all you got to do is go to facebook.com/group/WCC Brawl. Big Red, it's all yours. That's what she said.
Anyways. You can also follow me on Twitter at Reddon81. That's REDDON81. Also hit up, I have a like page on Facebook as well. Just Reddon. Anyways, also follow our YouTube at DXR420. Again, that's DXR420 or at Spun20113. Let us know where we can find you at Gator.
You can easily find me on Twitter cussing people out because Facebook has me blocked right now. At DJ Gator ATL. Or you can find me. You can always find me on Facebook on Sex Battles, our like page. Much love to everybody who's liked the page and made us #1. That's what we gonna say. Sorry, Red. Back to you.
It's all right. We gonna come creeping back up. All right, let us know we can find you at Cap.
You can find yours truly, the original asshole. Sorry, Doug, I'm older than you. I own you on this one. You can find us at facebook.com/captain.ron.johnson. You can also find me on my own personal show page at facebook.com/TLC Sports Page. TLC, the only place where you can get pretty much the most controversial F-bomb loaded motherfucking shit on the planet. And you can also find me on Twitter at twitter.com/OmegaTLC.
All right. And tomorrow night we got going down the main event with Karen Doug. Let us know what's going on tomorrow.
Carol, you still here? Would you like me to run this one down?
I think you covered it last time, so.
Oh, yeah, I'll let you go this time since I covered it last time.
Well, since, last week was our special, guess what? We're back to doing our normal shit. So, I mean, we'll be talking about Raw. We'll be talking about main events, the bullshit that happens on SmackDown and TNA, ROH, and I think we're talking about some other news. Right, Doug?
Yes, since it's been all over the internet and being talked about every person under God's green earth, on Gator's case, Cooper Land, we'll be talking about the CM Punk thing. Is it storyline? Is it real? Is it storyline and real? So we're going to discuss that about a bit and see if it's actually, if he's being a bitch, or if he's actually...
I mean, what?
Well, I'd actually agree with you on this one. Or is he just tired of the business and the politics? We will discuss that tomorrow.
He's acting like Doug.
Ooh. All right. Anyway, let us know where we can find you at, Kara.
No problem.
Oh, hell.
Hell, Michigan.
She's drunk.
But you can find me on Facebook, Kara Jo Nisley. Honestly, I'm never fucking on it, so don't even try. You can find me on Twitter at HeelKaraY2JFan. Mostly I'm on Tuesdays, so I'm not easy contacted there either. Other than that, you can find me on Brawl, and on the main events. There you go.
What about you, Doug Barrett?
Well, of course, you can find me on Facebook. Just look up Doug Barrett. Just look for the semi-X-looking character and Brian Julie from Tekken, and you'll find me.
What guy?
What the fuck is a Tekken?
One of those villains from Samurai X. Dear God in heaven, I got to remember nobody in this group plays video games and watches anime. But
hey, wait a minute. Hey, I know what Tekken is now. I know Tekken. I used to play it all the time.
Well, at least Big Red knows what I'm talking about. You cannot find me on Twitter, because I'm still apparently banned from Twitter. Thank you, Oakland. You can find me on YouTube at DougBarrett619 Part 2, where I review everything from video games, movies, to making sports predictions, like this Sunday's big sporting event, which I think is something called miniature golf.
Go Broncos.
Wow. Fuck the Broncos and fuck the Seahawks. Go referees in the Weatherman.
Don't kiss my fucking ass.
All right.
Ooh.
You catch all our other shows Monday through Friday. Monday going down every night, 30 minutes right after Raw. We got the Uncensored Show with our CEO, Mr. Chris Team, bringing in Rockin' Reese.
Hated it.
Every Tuesday night, going down with EL.CIBERNETICO, and I don't know. Do you still have a co-host?
Yes, I do, unfortunately.
Is it still Jones?
Yes, unfortunately.
Wait a minute. Al, I thought your co-host was Lapaka this week.
Oh, that was horrible. Next.
Every Wednesday night, we got two shows going on. First show is Rockin' Reese show, Ring Rockers, and then later on in the night, we have the most controversial show on the WCC network, the #1 show with Jacob Marshall, Sex Battles.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
I know.
I got haters. I know how many haters I got. That's why I'm on block right now. It's all good, though. I'm still on one. No, I'm sorry. Hey, I'm just going to say this. You will never be disappointed coming to sex battles. We fight every Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the perfect marriage. Sex battle.
Even if I personally have to start the fight, it will happen.
Thank you.
Big Red, I got some bad news, and this is to you, Gator. Me and El did some talking. It's not going to be called Sex Battles anymore. It's going to be called King Koopa and his Koopalings.
Oh, God, who wrote that? Brandon Dooley?
Really?
No.
Really? Joe, mute him. Mute him right now. I told you not to. I told you not to talk. I told you not to talk unless you were drunk. Mute him.
Right.
He is drunk.
Every Thursday night, right back here with me, and I don't know where my damn co-host been, but I gotta hit him up. And then, of course, every Friday night, the main event with Doug and Kara.
You forgot something.
The assholes on Friday.
You forgot something.
Uh-oh, you forgot something.
Well, what I forget?
Ladies and gentlemen, every Tuesday and Thursday night, you get the infamous WCC Brawl Uncut with your hosts, Adam Cole and Captain Ron. Always catch that right after Overload, whatever the hell that show is. And, of course, TNA Recipe. I can't believe that show's still on the air.
Ooh. You gonna take that shit? Ooh.
You gonna take that shit, Red? Red, you gonna take that shit?
I guess.
I was talking about Impact, but I wasn't talking about Recipe.
Wait, what?
Ooh.
I was talking about Impact Wrestling because I can't believe they
take that shit.
When did TNA ever make an impact? I mean,
Well, no. Just remember, Big Red. Raw Uncut.
Anyway, we'll see you back here next Thursday, same time, same place, same number, same station, whatever. Until then, on behalf of me and my WCC fam, hey, y'all have a good one out there. Be safe. Take us out, Joe.
Like a blow.